Well, in the first place, basically, we support all measures that are for the better good of the community as a whole. Okay, we would like to come out of this situation on the other side with as least casualties as possible in our community. Now, having said that, further restrictive measures to our industry in particular implies a further loss in trade, a further reduction in trade. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. The government has introduced these measures in order to try and reduce the socializing aspect of our society.
Now, for the last few weeks, we've all been following that spat between yourselves, the Catering Association, and government over beat measures. You felt they didn't meet the needs of the industry. The Chief Minister, I think, preempted the situation yesterday. He did say new beat measures will be introduced in the coming days, or announced in the coming days. What's your reaction to that, and have you heard from the Chief Minister? Have you been consulted over that?
Well, we welcome new measures, new beat assistance. We look forward to hear what they exactly entail. We haven't been consulted in any negotiations, but we just hope that these extra measures reflect the level of restrictions that we've been imposed on us.
Now, there were some tough words exchanged between the association and the Chief Minister. Are you expecting the Chief Minister to consult with the association, to sit down with the association to see what your needs are?
Well, in this present time, basically, in the current situation we're in, we should all work together. We encourage dialogue between ourselves, and I think that is the only way forward. All relevant stakeholders should engage in dialogue, and that is the only way, shoulder to shoulder, that we can navigate this together.
Another point from the press conference yesterday was the singling out of Chatham Counterguard, which has been in the news lately. Chatham Counterguard will have stricter conditions than any other area in Gibraltar. Also, the mandatory wearing of masks. Now, bars and restaurants down there, what are they telling you? Are they members of the association?
Well, I would like to clarify that Chatham Counterguard, from the onset, decided not to come on board with the Catering Association. They have their own committee, and they are themselves responsible for the management of their area.
So, Gino, you're saying you are in agreement with those restrictions to a certain point in terms of public health. You're still waiting on the Chief Minister to announce those beat measures. It's not even 24 hours since those announcements. So I suppose as an association, you're still trying to figure out what's next for you guys. What are your members telling you? What are their concerns at this minute?
First of all, we need to digest these new measures. Some of them haven't been clearly defined. For example, there's a new restriction in terms of capacity within the premises. It now involves measuring the premises, and there's a formula, 1.5 meters squared per person, and we need to have that clearly defined. We don't know whether that includes the bar area, the kitchen, whether we have to subtract it from the formula, whether it's up to us to measure it themselves. We encourage, again, dialogue, and so that people are clear in what measures entail, and they're introduced fairly across the board by everyone. So we encourage members of our association and other players to abide by the conditions imposed by public health.